celery.
You guys can just stay there watching. We're going to be eating this.
As much as we can. I think it's gone.
Hello and welcome back. It is 2024, I believe. I just got used to 23. We're back and we're going to make some ice cream. I got a KitchenAid ice cream bowl for Christmas from my wife. And I've already used it. It is amazing. It is delicious. And I thought, why don't we make her some ice cream and see what she thinks? So let's do some chocolate ice cream with your favorite thing in it, strawberries. So we're going to jump right on in and start making chocolate ice cream with some strawberries. Okay, so as always, the recipe and the ingredient list will be in the description. I may put a few affiliate links too to Amazon, so if you purchase anything on those links through Amazon, I will get a small commission, but you don't have to. There's always some kind of deal somewhere. So to start, we need to actually start by tempering our eggs. I already have 4 egg yolks in this bowl, but we will need 5. And we get moved out of the way from the camera over there. I use this nifty difty little thing right here. However, I want to show you real quick how to crack an egg. So don't ever crack an egg on the edge. Always do it on a flat surface. Simple reason. Real simple reason. When you crack it over here, the egg yolks, the shell will get bashed up inside. So it's always better to do it on the side and then crack it right on in. And that will get that going. So then all that egg yolk will get in. And the reason I do this is we save. I can make an omelet. I can make a egg white sandwich for my wife. So while that's going, what we're going to do is we're going to start heating up our milk. Because we need to let our milk come up to 165, we're going to take a cup and roughly 2/3. I sometimes go over, sometimes go under. We're going to take this and our vanilla, and we're going to walk this over to our bowl, our small little saucepan. We'll pour that in. Tablespoon vanilla, that'll also go in. Now I have here is my thermometer. I'll show you real quick. When you're measuring it, if you're using a thermometer like this, don't ever let your thermometer touch the bottom. If you touch the bottom, you're going to get a not an accurate reading. So what you're going to do is you're just going to hover it. Slow, just right above it. Go towards the center. But don't ever let it touch the bottom, or else you're going to get an inaccurate reading. So let's turn this on. Let me grab a little balloon whisk. Get that all mixed up. And while that is starting to go, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. And, ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. We're going to add this in with our other yolks. And then this can be put aside. So right now we're just making our custard. We're not doing anything else. So I have 5 egg yolks in there. And here we have about 1/4 cup of sugar. We're going to add that in. And taking a balloon whisk, we're just going to mix this all up. Now scrape the sides, just mix it up. You're going to look something like that. actually really fun having another camera here moving around. Do I look at this camera? Do I look at that camera? And my wife is so wonderful. She has actually been helping me figure out a lot of stuff and actually helped filming this. Okay, so right here, our eggs are done for the moment, just for the moment. So what I have here is Dutch processed sugar. If you want to use, say, Hershey's chocolate powder, go for it. You do you. We're just using this one. So I'm gonna go check on the temperature of my milk. I'm actually gonna tip my bowl, I keep calling it a bowl, my saucepan to the side, and I'm just going to put this in. And it's gonna rise up a little bit. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. We do not want this to boil. We don't even want it to simmer. We just want it to come up to 165. So I'm going to be here for a few minutes, and when this starts to come up to temperature, I will come back and start doing our next step. This is our Dutch cocoa, our chocolate. I think my wife said I said sugar. Oops. What we're going to do real quick, just get a little spoon, make sure it gets in. We're going to add in all of our cocoa right on in. Now I used about 1/3 of a cup. I asked her how much chocolate she actually wanted, and this is what she said. So you can use anywhere from 1/4 of a cup all the way up to 1/2 a cup, depending on how chocolatey you want it. So we're just going to use my balloon whisk and try and get this in there. I'm going to lower the heat because it is starting to come up to temp, so just a little, just slowly start to incorporate it. Scrape the sides. Got my balloon whisk going, and it's going to start to get in there. Don't forget to scrape that sides. And then I'm going to check the temperature. Okay. So I'm just going to turn the heat off for a moment, and we're going to come over here to our egg mixture. Now, we have to pour roughly 1 cup into this mixture. And if you see, if I do this, it's going to start spinning on me. So a way to prevent the spinning is to take a dish towel and a smaller bowl. You can use a bowl. You can use a pan like this. You can do it this way if you want. Do there, put that over there, and then you lay this right inside. You do it any way you want. You know what? I already have this. Why complicate things? Let's make things easy. I'm going to take my mixture, whisking constantly. I'm going to whisk. I'm going to pour roughly about 1 cup in. It doesn't have to be exact, but I'm going to do it in small little bursts. Keeping the pan over it. Just make sure you scrape the sides. Keep going, and this should be about good. All right. All right, so then we're going to pour this back in. And then I'm going to have to wipe this side up a little bit. And then we're going to put this back on. and let it come back up to 165. Okay, so that is almost back up to 165, 160. Now our custard is pretty much done. All we need to do, if I remember to grab one, is to put our custard, not gonna bring my Boston accent out, my custard into a Tupperware bowl or some type of bowl. We're gonna let it cool. I'm gonna let mine cool with my nifty difty little lid in the fridge. And it's at temperature. Give it a little nice little stir. And then this will go right on in. Get every little ounce out. I actually might need a spoon for this one. Get all that out. Ooh, look at all that. Clean my lid. Just making a mess today. Clean my lid a little. Store this in the refrigerator for maybe about an hour to let this cool, and then we are making ice cream with our next steps. So I guess I will see you back in roughly about an hour when this is done with the help of video editing. And we'll slice up some strawberries and add in the rest of our ingredients. And then the wait for ice cream begins. So it's been roughly 2 hours. Now it means we can go into our last and final part, which is just getting the rest of our ingredients together into our mixing bowl. No cooking or anything else for this next part. We're just adding in the rest of the ingredients we need. My mixture has fully cooled down. My chocolate custard, so I'm gonna pour that right into the bowl. Balloon whisk, very important thing to have. Just gonna get all that extra chocolate in. Make sure we get every little bit. Grab a spoon. Make sure we get really into those corners and get all the chocolate. There we go. Get all that chocolate in there. Okay. Now, it's actually not bad. Out of the quarter of the sugar that we put in when we were tempering our eggs, this is the rest of the cup of sugar. That will go in. About a pinch, I do a little bit over a pinch of salt. And then this here is our heavy cream. This is about 2 1/4 cups of heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna put that in there. Balloon whisk. I'm just gonna give this a nice big stir. Get it all incorporated. So let me just get this over there. Remember to scrape the sides. Okay. Now, here comes the fun part. I will be using my KitchenAid mixer, which is right here. This KitchenAid mixer has a churning ice cream bowl attachment for that. If you do see in the description below, you want to at least put it in your freezer 16 to 24 hours in advance, but the minimum is definitely 16 hours. So this does take a little bit of planning. If you want to make your custard ahead of time and do all that stuff and just keep it in the refrigerator, that is perfectly fine. So my bowl is right here. Open that up, get that down, make sure that's on. Okay. Now you'll need to make sure of a few things. Now if you're using like another brand of ice cream churners, make sure you follow what they recommend and how you do it. You can make, you know, whatever it says. So for this one, we just take this pushes on up in there. Our churner goes in the bowl. That comes down. I lock my machine and I just hit stir. You want to make sure that it's turning before you pour this in. Otherwise it will not only prematurely start sticking, but could actually damage the bowl. So here we go. As it's churning, we're going to take it and we're going to pour in our mixture. And that's all we got to do for that. And that'll take about 25 to 30 minutes. Now, while that's going, I'm going to clean up my stations real quick. And I'm going to grab the strawberries, and all we got to do is slice them up. And we'll add those in 5 minutes before our ice cream is done. Our ice cream is going, so we're just going to prep some strawberries real quick. Top them, and then you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. If you want to do slices, if you want to do little chunks. Honey, what do you want? Slices, chunks?
Chunks.
You want chunks? Okay.
Yeah, more the strawberry, more the merrier.
Yeah, we would have had more, except we decided to eat some. They are good. So we'll just take them and do little chunks. Just roughly cut them up. Nothing specific or particular. Use about a cup of strawberries. I'm gonna finish preparing all of these and I'll check back in with you when it's about time to put in the strawberries. So enjoy the time lapse. All right, it has been almost a full 20 minutes, and as you can see, it is starting to thicken up, and it is just about time for us to add in our strawberries. So I'll take a bench scrape, and we will just start adding these in. Spatula, in they go. Those there, those can go in there. And that can go in trash. We'll let that mix for about another 5 minutes. And then we are good. We're just gonna have to take that and transport it into a freezer safe container to go into our freezer to firm up. This does come out as soft serve. So while you can eat it right away, it's kind of like soft serve and a Mickey's Frosty type texture. But once you firm it up, it will become some beautiful, pick a brand, Breyer's ice cream or whatever brand you like, Jerry Garcia, Ben & Jerry's. So it's almost done. What we'll do is we'll take our spatula, we'll scoop everything down off of it and transport it to our bowl. So let's give it just another few more minutes and it will fully incorporate itself in. Here we go. It is, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Scrape all that off. All right, honey, what do you think? First look. She is giving a thumbs up.
Looks delicious.
So this will make roughly about 2 quarts of ice cream, roughly. Depends on if you're gonna take the time to scrape all this off onto that. Let me get a plate real quick. Transfer this. Save that so she can try it on that. And then we just take this, ooh, look at that, and we just transfer it into our bowl. Use a spatula, a rubber spatula, on the KitchenAid mixers. Ooh, look at that. And try not to make too much of a mess. I know when I made my vanilla, I made a mess. Scrape the sides, get all that down. Oh, look at all that. And then I think the rest in these bowls will be for us to enjoy now, along with that. So this will go into the freezer for about roughly 2 to 4 hours to firm up. Overnight is best. You know, the longer it stays in the refrigerator, honestly, the better it will be. So this will go in, and that's some wonderful chocolate ice cream with some strawberries inside. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, click that notification bell. And as always, I hope you have a good time cooking, and see you later. I see a smirk. You can't hide that smirk from me.
It's good.
A choc.
It's just like bluebell ice cream. Chocolate ice cream.
That's good to know. Hey,
Good look.
hey, that was a strawberry. I wish we could. You guys can just stay there watching. We're going to be eating this.
As much as we can. I don't think it's gone. I think.
Don't forget, we still have stuff on the side of the bowls. Don't forget to
Like.
subscribe, click that notification bell.
Get more tasty treats like this.